Today, we fly into an airport 3 miles east of LAX and drive to what we consider the best commercial airliner plane spotting area in SoCal that also has a diverse menu of delicious food, a lot of aviation history, and probably and most importantly for Los Angeles, available parking. And we will finish it all off with a coastal departure on one of the most beautiful and clear days we have seen all year. We think this next airport has probably one of the most underrated approaches in all of SoCal because as you come in, it feels like not only are you racing the airliners into LAX, but also as if you can reach out and touch them. That's how close it feels. Even better than the approach though is the departure because no matter where you look, it's a spectacular view, but especially when you look to the northwest.
Traffic alert, career truck 234, 1 o'clock, 1 mile northbound, altitude indicates 2,100. If you don't have them in sight, turn left heading 090.
So today we take off out of Corona VFR and head due west at 4,500 feet. Now it would be one of the clearest days we would have in a long while, and man was it beautiful. Now even though it was clear blue skies, with this complicated SoCal airspace, it always takes planning, and at 4,500 feet, it puts us between most of the airspaces as long as we remain just over the 91 freeway, because too north of the 91 is somewhere you don't want to be without clearance unless you want to receive a phone number from ATC, and that's the LAX Bravo. Now as we get closer to our destination, the Bravo shelf raises to 5,000 feet, which will be our opportunity to begin both our descent and alignment for the final approach course, which is where the real sightseeing begins.
November 1939 Hotel, turn 10 degrees left. November 1939 Hotel, disregard contact approach on 124.9er.
All right, disregard and 124.9er, 39er Hotel. SoCal approach over 1939er Hotel level 4,500.
November 1939er Hotel, SoCal approach, Los Angeles altimeter 3010.
3010, 39er Hotel.
Now, I remember the first time we came here, it was IFR, nice and smooth, but we didn't stop. It was strictly landing, taxi back, and departure, so we had no idea what kind of experience we were missing out on.
Alaska 96, speed is your discretion, connect tower 120.905.
2095, speed our discretion, Alaska 96 today.
Okay, AutoJet 5, Delta Bravo, maintain 210 knots or greater.
210 knots or greater, 5 Delta Bravo.
Now today we would rectify that mistake, and with only 3 miles away from LAX, it makes the perfect stopping point if you want to head to Los Angeles for some sightseeing or possibly pick up or drop off someone at LAX.
November 39er Hotel, traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles opposite direction. It's a Cessna. It looks like they're climbing, 4,900 indicated.
Got traffic inside 39er Hotel.
Additional traffic at the same line of sight just below him at 3,000, type unknown.
Roger, looking for traffic, 39er Hotel.
Now we really had no idea what our experience would be with this FBO, but it would turn out to be a pleasant surprise. Now you might hear me say it multiple times, you have to do proper planning when coming to this airport because this airspace is way too complicated not to. The first time we came IFR, it was almost cheating because it was almost like a 30-mile straight in without having to worry about any Bravo clearance. So coming in VFR is definitely more challenging.
November 39 Hotel, the traffic I called earlier is about 12 to 1 o'clock and a half a mile. Same direction as you, 2,900 indicated, type unknown.
All right, we're still looking for that traffic, negative contact, 39er Hotel.
Now, as you can hear, it can get pretty congested around here, especially since you have very narrow corridors to work with. But thanks to ATC, they keep us pretty safe. So thanks, SoCal TradeCon. All right, so what is the plan for today? Well, we're gonna look at the current state of the FBO and discuss its future plans. Then we'll go to our favorite plane spotting area with delicious food. And finally, even though we didn't go this time, we did go check out the on-field restaurant, all as we visit Hawthorne Municipal Airport in Hawthorne, California.
AutoJet 5 Delta Bravo, maintain 180 knots or greater, advise 25 left in sight.
180 knots or greater and 25 left is in sight, so 5 Delta Bravo.
JetBlue 1487, maintain 180 knots or greater.
B180 or greater, JetBlue 1487.
Number 39 Hotel, you can descend your discretion just at or above 3,000 for now.
Alright, descend my discretion at or above 3,000, 39er Hotel.
So as always, a little history. Another name for Hawthorne Airport is Jack Northrop Field, after the famous aerospace engineer who founded Northrop Aircraft Corporation right here in 1939, which eventually became Northrop Grumman, which was not located in Hawthorne.
Number 39 Hotel, altitude is your discretion. That traffic turns southbound, no factor.
Altitude, my discretion, 39er Hotel, thank you.
So fun fact, most of us are now pretty familiar with the B-2 bomber, but Jack Northrop designed one of the first, if not the first, flying wing, the YB-35, which had propellers in the back and no fly-by-wire, which made it extremely difficult to fly. And eventually it would be canceled, but if it wasn't for that iteration, we would not have the B-2 of today.
Honda Jet 5, Delta Bravo, contact Los Angeles Tower, 120.905, good day.
2095, good day, 5 Delta Bravo.
Now, during World War II, the airport was used by the United States Army Air Force's Air Technical Service Command. That is a mouthful. As an air modification center, and it was also used as an air transport command, which would mean they would ferry out the new aircrafts from here. Now, for something that rarely happens, at least here in SoCal, in 2001, the residents overwhelmingly voted against making the land into a shopping or entertainment complex and got the lease extended for 45 years. Again, that's just amazing. Hawthorne Municipal Airport is a Class Delta with one runway, 0725 at almost 4,900 feet, at an elevation of 66 feet. The runway had refurbishment done in 2007 and 2015. Tower is in operations between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. local time. And of course, after hours, it changes over to the common traffic advisory frequency.
JetBlue 1487, speed is your discretion, advise airport in sight.
Now, as far as the weather, I know I say this all the time with these coastal airports, but it's always the marine layer. Now, we flew in during July, and like clockwork, the mornings have been completely fogged in. And you can even see some of that still out there over the ocean. Usually it burns off by afternoon like it did today, but then there are other times where it just never burns off, like the first time we came here, which is why we had to do an instrument approach. Speaking of instrument approaches, Hawthorne Airport has the localizer, VOR, and RNAV for runway 25, but it also has the RNAV for runway 7, which I'm sure is for when the Santa Ana winds show up. But we did learn using the RNAV for runway 7 can be a bit of a problem sometimes, just because it can conflict with LAX traffic from the west. Now, I'll be honest, I learned that from somewhere, but the source escapes me at the moment, so if you can confirm, please let us know.
JetBlue 1487, Tower 120905, good day.
12095, JetBlue 1487, good day.
Hotel, do you have Hawthorne Airport in sight?
That's affirmative. We have Hawthorne Airport inside, 39 Hotel.
Alright, 39 Hotel, altitude descent, your discretion. Contact Hawthorne Tower 121.1. There will be multiple jets inbound LA north of you. Good day.
Altitude, my discretion, and over to Hawthorne. Thanks for the help. 39 Hotel. Hawthorne Tower, Arrow 193, Manor Hotel, 6 miles to the east, inbound with Victor. Full stop.
Fly from your hotel, read back correct, advise on for taxi. 1939 Hotel, Hawthorne Tower, make sure to runway 25.
Straight in for 2539er Hotel.
Now, I've discussed how tight the airspace is. Well, just half a mile north of the airport is no longer a Bravo shelf, but the Bravo itself, which again is a reminder, do not deviate from your final approach course.
One of the coolest
Pedro,
approaches.
Foxtrot, where are you parking today?
Jet Center.
Roger, left and Echo, taxi views here.
Go Sierra, thanks, Fox.
Now, the Hawthorne Delta airspace boundaries are also very atypical because if you fly straight out on runway 25, there is a small triangle delta that belongs to LAX. You don't want to fly into there, and if you fly too far south at 2,400 feet, there's the Torrance Delta. But there's one more piece of airspace you must be aware of, and that is the LAX Special Flight Rules Corridor.
565 Romeo Hotel, Hawthorne Ground. Go ahead.
Now, this corridor has traffic traversing over LAX at 4,500 feet northwestbound or 3,500 feet southeastbound. So if you make a coastal departure like we will today, at least listen on a departure frequency and keep your eyes outside. For the best information, we'll link the official Hawthorne's Pilot's Guide, which beautifully outlines all the arrival, departures, and waypoints for both VFR and IFR. It also has a great diagram on the airport showing you all the businesses and even exactly where Runup is. But we'll show you that during our departure as well.
Can we get a touch and go 35 Victor?
25 Victor, continue, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 35 Victor.
Hotel, Runway 25, you're number 1, clear to land.
Number 1, clear to land for 25. 39 Hotel.
Now you get all types of traffic here, which includes student traffic, private jets, and even one commuter airliner, Advanced Air, that goes to Crescent City, Vegas, Mammoth, and Merced. So just be prepared to be vectored for separation. Now, another great thing about that pilot's guide that I discussed earlier is the airport diagram, and it'll show you exactly where to find self-service fuel, and of course, we'll be calling it out during our landing. Spoiler, it's directly east of Tower.
Hawthorne Tower, plus left downwind departure, 2235 Victor.
2235 Victor, copy, continue left downwind departure.
Continue left downwind departure, 35 Victor.
Remember 2235 Victor, frequency change approved.
Frequency change, 35 Victor, have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
There is no transient parking, but they do have one FBO called Jet Center Los Angeles, but we'll talk more about them after we park.
Hotel, you can taxi to parking via Sierra.
Parking via Sierra, 39er Hotel.
So here, no, I didn't make a call that you didn't hear. It was pretty much that anywhere you want to park, it's going to be off Sierra. So Tower just knew that and let us go on our way. Now, as far as food options, there's actually a restaurant adjacent to the FBO. And even though we didn't try it this time, we'll show you a little bit of the inside of Eureka's Tasting Kitchen. Today, though, we'll be taking advantage of the crew car to get something to eat somewhere off-site. Now, as we taxi to the FBO, one of the questions that I definitely had on my mind is where were we gonna park? Being that this is our first time here, we didn't really know where the ramp space was. And obviously, this is not the first time. We do this every time we go to a new FBO. But what can you do when you don't know? Well, just get the frequency of the FBO when you get there. And this is something we always have on standby. So when we get near the FBO, we can just switch on over. But do not switch until you get off the movement area, just in case ground needs to contact you for any reason. But you'll get to hear shortly how I made the call to Jet Center Los Angeles on the ASRI frequency. I don't know what that stands for. It also has a Unicom frequency, so if you guys are partial to one or the other, we'd love to know why. What I usually use is the ASRI frequency. Again, if you guys have a preference, let us know. And just because personally, I like to hear what an IFR departure sounds like from any airport, here's one given to another pilot here.
Workspan 24, ready to copy.
Workspan 24, clear to Marseille via SpaceX 2 departure, SpaceX Limbo, as filed. Climb maintain 3000, expect flight level 200 in 10 minutes, 134.9er, squawk in 6753.
Now, as we get here to the FBO, technically, I'll still be on the movement area, but I got so close to the edge, just in case I did need to move out of the way, I knew I had the space. But either way, I ended up calling the FBO to find out where to park.
Good afternoon, Jet Center, Aero 1939 Hotel. Out front, wanted to know where you guys want us to park.
Now, shortly after this, a lineman waved us down, so we just ended up turning towards him. But eventually the FBO would get a hold of us, and I'm sure at that point, if we hadn't found someone, they would have found someone for us.
Over Jet Center?
Hi, this is Aero 1939 Hotel. Looks like we got a lineman to help us out right now.
Copy, copy.
All right, now that we landed, it's time to go look around. So he just made it to Hawthorne Airport, and it is like crazy busy. We were just talking. One of the questions we should probably always ask when we go to an FBO is,
are you under construction?
yes, because it's not the first time. So right now, it's Los Angeles Jet Center, right?
Yes.
They are under construction. So they have a temporary FBO that is kind of like in a office,
a hangar.
Like it seems like a hangar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still nice in there. Like they did their best to make it really nice.
Yeah.
But they're getting ready for the Olympics, so I think that was part of the reason why they're doing renovations to their old building, and they had the renderings.
They did. They had the renderings from the architect that showed what it's going to look like, and it looks like they got maybe a really small expansion.
Yeah.
They moved the wall out maybe a couple feet.
Right. It looks nice.
It does look like it's going to be really nice when it's done. I think Chris, who we spoke to, said that it had the original, it was like the original building, right, from like the 1950s.
Yeah.
So they had never gotten a renovation, so this will be like their first one.
Yeah.
And it looks nice and contemporary with really like upscale, but like a softer hospitality feel to it.
Right.
So I think he said they started construction in April, and
they'll finish when?
I think in December. Yeah. So the temporary lobby or Jet Center is really nice. They've got a lot of seating. They've got the coffee bar, waters, soda. They've got TVs and stuff, but it's
no regrets coming.
No, not at all.
Because we've never been here. We've landed at Hawthorne, but we've never parked. This is the first time we're doing this. As you guys can see, they still have crew cars available. They still have all the amenities of an FBO. They just don't have the facilities per se.
That's correct. And the restrooms are outside in one of those like really elevated like outdoor.
Yeah, because you don't want to call them porta potties.
They're not porta potties. No,
they're like the really nice ones.
Yeah, it's like a trailer that has restrooms. That it's like, I think it's even air conditioning, and they're just right outside the door of the temporary FBO.
So right now they walk you from your plane to the FBO, which is the reason why we're doing the intro in here and not plane side.
Yeah.
Because it was crazy. There was jets trying to take off. There's repositioning of jets. It's all crazy. So right now we have the crew car for 2 hours. There's actually a restaurant right here on the field called Eureka. Oh, see? You looked it up. She did her homework.
I did my homework.
I'd call it something, I don't even know what I was going to call it.
I mean, it seems all good, and it's like right on the field. It looks out onto the approach end of the runway.
Yeah.
It's in the same building as the FBO, but that portion where the FBO is under construction, the restaurant is still open. So if you're coming to eat, you can definitely just fly in and go straight to the restaurant. That's still where it's in its original location.
Yeah.
But I think what we wanted to do is grab the crew car, and there's a place where you can go see planes land at LAX.
Yes. And seriously spectacular views of the all the planes coming in on, I think that's 25.
Yes.
The south side's 25. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25. But either way, just all the arriving airliners. So there's two landmark locations to view LAX traffic. The first one, I think so many people know, In and Out. If you're here and you love plane spotting, In and Out, that's for 2-4. That's for the north side, north complex. But for the south side, I think it's lesser known.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would have known about it until we did research.
Okay.
But on the south side, they also have another place, and that is the Proud Bird. The thing about that, again, just like In and Out, you don't have to get food. You can just go.
So we're going to go check out Proud Bird.
Right.
I think it said it was like a 9-minute drive, which is insane for anywhere in LA. For those of you who know, you know.
It takes at least half an hour to go 2 miles here.
So we're going to test that out. We'll let you guys know.
Yep.
But yeah, we're on our way to Proud Bird then.
Perfect. All right, guys. Off to Proud Bird. All right, so we want to give you guys one huge tip, especially when you guys are getting the crew cars, because a lot of these, especially at the FBOs, they're much newer cars, and they have one amazing feature that we take advantage of every time. Even when we rent vehicles, there's 2 cables you want to always have with you. It's a USB-C to USB-C, which is the ones that have this tip on them. Get another type of cable that has regular USB to USB-C. And this is why. So every time you get in the crew car, or any car really, rental, crew car, you want to be able to use the features of that vehicle. And what feature is that? That is navigation. So what Irene will do, we'll look up the location, and she'll put it on her phone, connect it. So when you look here, it's all connected. You don't have to connect with Bluetooth or anything. It's all done with wires. And as soon as you do this, now she can just put her phone aside. I can look at this, whoever's driving the car, and you guys are all set to go. Make sure in your go bag for when you travel anywhere, just have those 2 cables in your backpack, anywhere that's easily and readily available, because this is like the thing we do all the time, no matter where we go. This makes life so much easier. She's not trying to tell me make a left here, make a right there. It's all on the phone, and it's all connected to the vehicle right away with no needing to do, again, Bluetooth or anything like that. It's just quick connect and you're done. Hopefully that helps you guys. Again, it's just a cool little thing that I think everybody should utilize in the cars that we didn't know until I think we rented. We were like, let's just give it a try.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we always carry those cables. So, all right, now we'll go to Proud Bird. All right, so as we head out of here, want to let you know that you don't need to worry about getting a ticket coming in or out of this parking. Somehow the system there already knows this car, so it'll just open up the gate. So Irene doesn't like a lot of the older, she likes the new stuff, but this is one of her favorite older planes. Why do you like this one?
I like the bent wing.
Oh, yeah. Mine.
So I know this is also an event center. I think the last time we were here, they were holding a celebration of life.
Yes. They actually have multiple event spaces here, and they have one that's specifically tailored to anybody who wants to see LAX. We'll see that a little bit later.
Oh, there's more upstairs.
Pizza, burgers, and then here they have chicken and waffles. Ooh, I didn't get that last time. I'll admit something to you guys. I wanted a receipt, and I pressed at the end of this transaction a printed receipt. Maybe I should have read the top of the screen. Oh look! I think a 747's coming in.
No way.
So while we waited to get a notification that our food was ready, we decided to go outside and do some plane spotting. Oh, I think it's an A380. That's an A380 coming in right now.
Yeah, you can already see it. It looks massive from here. So not only can you see all the traffic coming in on the south runways, but also on the north. So you can see that. I think it's an American, right? On the other side?
Yeah. But again, I think what was nice about this area is because unlike in and out, here there's a lot of parking. There's not as many people.
And you can sit.
And you can sit. Whoa. Quantos. You can smell the burning rubber from the A380.
Yeah, you can.
Now we got our notification that our food was ready, so it's time to eat. Now you want to know what heaven is like for me? Watching planes while eating some lunch with Irene. I could do that all day. Now, even though this is an event space / food court, they do a great job of pointing out a lot of rich history in aviation. So it looks like this is an event space. Whoa, you gotta see this. If you guys like LAX, love LAX, and you wanna have a party somewhere, check out Proudbird. They got probably one of the best views that I've seen.
Look at, you can see tower.
Whoa, okay, you guys gotta see this too. This is the corner view. Oh my God, that is awesome. Wow. And so Irene has already decided if we're fortunate enough to make this our full-time job, this is where we're gonna have that celebration party.
because you could still hear the whining of the
Yeah.
engines. And look at the details, even on the carpet.
Oh, what?
Look, they have all different kinds of planes.
Now, even though we wanted to stay here much longer, the clock was ticking on that crew car, so it's time to head back. LA traffic.
So yeah, when you're driving through LA, just make sure you allot yourself plenty of time.
Plenty of time and plenty of patience, because people will test your patience. But Irina and I have learned that it's better just to let people do what they want to do, because bad things have happened out here. Not to be on a downer, but it's not worth getting into anything. So just sit back and enjoy the traffic. This is a big stark experience that we had. We just got back from Utah. St. George to be exact, and there, when they tell you it's a 30-minute drive, it's a true 30-minute drive, meaning you're actually going to drive like 30 miles. Not like here was a 30-minute drive, but you're going to drive for like 4 miles. So we came back from such a peaceful place, and we're reminded that there is a reason why LA traffic has a notorious reputation, because it's like this all the time.
Safe flight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Safe flight. Thank you for coming.
We didn't think we'd have a chance to do a post out here on the ramp, but we'd be remiss if we didn't fully thank Jet Center Los Angeles. I wanted to get that right because I kept calling them Los Angeles Jet Center. Everybody was there. It was awesome. So just want to thank you guys at the Jet Center for being amazing. Didn't matter who we talked to. Everybody was really cool.
Yeah.
Really professional, just friendly. Thank you, Jet Center. It was awesome. We can't wait to come back when you guys finish your renovations. Because again, we're going to check you guys out and we're going to check out Eureka.
But also I want to make sure that people know, like, their current FBO space is under renovation, but their temporary space does not detract from the experience here.
Oh yeah.
It's still an incredible experience.
Yeah.
They're incredibly nice. The crew car is available.
Yep.
They're awesome here. Yeah,
Yes.
we really are excited to come back.
We really are. All right, now we're done. Now we're gonna get ready to do a run up, do everything we need to do to get out of here and give you guys that coastal view on the tail cam. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Good afternoon, Hawthorne Ground Arrow 19039er Hotel at Jet Center, ready to taxi to Runup with Yankee.
Can you say full call sign again, please?
It's Arrow 19039er Hotel, and we have Yankee.
19039er Hotel, Hawthorne Ground Road, 25 Runup, taxi via Sierra.
25 Runup via Sierra, 39er Hotel.
Now the Runup is not located next to the departure end of the runway, but instead it's located about 1,000 feet away from the departure end. So we'll be heading back to the Runup first and then taxiing back to the hold short bars for 25. It's a little back and forth, but Hawthorne makes it really easy to see Runup with all the clear identifiers on the ground. There really wasn't anyone here today, so I remained on the line so as not to point towards the advanced air hangar. I know, it's far enough away from the hangar, but again, with no one around, I figured remaining lined up made sure we were clear of anyone. But just for clarity, it looks like you're supposed to turn right into this open area so you're perpendicular to the hangars, which would then probably fit maybe 2 or 3 small aircraft. So I did say last week we would probably have to change all the thanks to a almost movie credit type scroll. And we definitely had to do that because you guys are awesome. And I can't believe we have that many of you that we had to do this. So no matter what, even though I don't say all your names individually, I just want to thank you guys so much. Really, it's crazy that I had to make this change. When I first started doing the thanks, I thought it would take a lot longer. But this means everything to us, so thank you.
Hawthorne ground, Arrow 19039er Hotel, Runup complete, ready to taxi.
Arrow 19039er Hotel, Hawthorne ground, runway 25, taxi via Sierra.
25 via Sierra, 39er Hotel.
We got one more set of thanks, and that's to LQ and Ray Smith. Thank you guys for requesting this airport. If it wasn't for you guys, we probably wouldn't have ever gone back, and we're so glad we did. So lately we have been having this pattern where we go to an airport not expecting much just because we don't think there's anything to do besides just land. Well, guess what happens? It ends up turning out to be so much better than we could have anticipated. As I've mentioned in our Burbank video, an FBO can really set the tone for even a quick turnaround. And because of that, we definitely like to thank Jet Center Los Angeles for making this place memorable, even with them being in the middle of renovations. So we can't wait to come back in December when everything is done. We're sure it's gonna look really fancy, and that time we'll eat at Eureka's as well. So last week we did a re-release of Santa Ynez to expand on our first video and really share with you all the things you can do, and really we just scratched the surface. After that release, we got so many more recommendations of places to visit, like the PCPA Outdoor Theater, whenever we decide to spend the night again. We hadn't even thought about that, so thank you for that. And that's just one recommendation. There were so many more, so we appreciate it so much. Next, we know that some of you have sent some amazingly kind words, and you're not even pilots, which really means so much for us to hear, because when the channel first started, it was strictly aimed at pilots. But we always said we wanted the channel to not only be informative, but positive as well. So if it brings you some level of joy, peace, or fascination, that's more than we could have ever asked for. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Hawthorne Tower, Arrow 19039er Hotel, holding short 25 for a southwest departure to Manhattan Beach Pier.
Arrow 19039er Hotel, Hawthorne Tower, copy. Runway 25, clear for takeoff.
25, clear for takeoff, 39er Hotel.
And finally, we received a message from one of you a little over a week ago about going to Tehachapi because of one of our videos. So thanks to one of the 2 requesters of this airport, LQ. Thanks for making our day when you shared with us, you and your wife, discovering all of SoCal yourselves. This is what it's all about, and we hope that the info in this video helps you and many others make the trek over to this spectacular airport. And so to close out, week after week, we might repeat the same thing, but if you guys could see the smiles on our faces and when we read your comments, you know they don't go unnoticed. So truly, thank you for keeping us motivated, for your words of encouragement, your spectacular stories, and lately sharing even more information about each of these airports in the comments, which not only helps us, but other pilots as well. That's just spectacular. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, go fly, go discover.
39 Hotel, frequency approved.
Frequency change proof. Have a great day. 39 Hotel.
Thanks, you too. Bearings 1550, contact Delhi Center 12527.
2527, see you later, Bearings 1550.
Yep.
All right, 25.
Alaska 1352, climb maintain 12000, approach 3435.
12,000, 3435, Alaska 3052.
Departure Giddy, Qatari 4 Bravo 1600, climbing 5000, Ocean 1.
Sorry, 44 Bravo Heavy, second departure, radar contact, climb maintain 12000, maintain 2509.
12000, 250, Qatari 4 Bravo.
Sorry, 44 Bravo Heavy, contact approach 13435. Good day.
5435, Qatari 4 Bravo, bye-bye.
Sierra. Additional traffic is right along the breakwater about 11 o'clock northbound, indicating 1900.
Look for traffic, 3925 Sierra. Traffic inside, 3925 Sierra.
Thank you. Check 529, there's traffic joining the Torrance localizer about 11 o'clock a mile inbound, 2000. Roger, we're looking for check 529, we'll head out. 35 Sierra, additional traffic, 12 o'clock, I'm talking to a Cessna 1400 currently.
Inside, 35 Sierra.
35 Sierra, you can go to contact tower, have a good day.
Contact tower, 35 Sierra, thanks.
SoCal Skyhawk 197 Tango Alpha with VFR request.
197 Tango Alpha, go ahead.
197 Tango Alpha is Cessna 172 slant uniform, headed to John Wayne Airport, exiting special flight rules, and we have information on truck.
197 Tango Alpha, squawk 0205, ident.
0205 and ident. 7 Tango Alpha.
Tango Alpha, your radar contact about a mile northeast of Torrance, on navigation towards Huntington Pier.
Huntington Pier, 7 Tango Alpha.
SoCal crew check 443 at 4,500.
Crew check 443. Turn left towards Queen Mary, altitude your discretion.
Turn left to Queen Mary, crew check 443. Approach crew check 529, about 2 miles south of Queens Gate, heading into Long Beach for 26 left.
529, advising of the weather.
We have fixed your crew check 529.
Crew check 1128 over the Queen Mary at 3,800, climbing to 4,500 in a PA 44 Slanks Golf. Just look for local traffic advisories.
Crew check 1128, squawk 0245, ident.
0245 and ident, crew check 1128.
Crew check 1128, radar contact, altimeter 3003, traffic 1 o'clock 2 miles southeast on 2,900.
Looking for traffic and 3003, crew check 1128.
SoCal departure, Cessna 796, Whiskey, call you past 2,000 for 5,500.
Continue inbound, connect tower 119.4.
Inbound, tower 119.4, crew check 529, thank you.
Number 3003, ident, 796, Whiskey.
SoCal departure 545, 17 wind speed is 2,000, climbing to 5,500. Hi, Dan, 3001. What's that whiskey?
Southwest 4525 at 8.5 descending to 0. See you with Fox.
South 4525 SoCal approach, altimeter 3002.
3002, Roger.
SoCal, exec jet 699, level 6000, Foxtrot.
Visit 699 SoCal approach, descend maintain 5000.
5000, we're 320 heading, exec jet 699.
7 Tango Alpha, connect approach 125.35. Cessna, 7 Tango Alpha, connect 125.35.
SoCal, career check 443, requesting frequency change.
Career check 443, remain this frequency east to about 8 miles.
Roger, career check 443.
Jet 699, turn right, 8020, connect approach 121.3.
Right turn 020, 213, exec jet 699.
Start a left turn, enter, cut the corner there, enter right base over 605. Just start a left turn now and start your descent.
Turning left now, starting the descent for 26 right, 45 Bravo Charlie.
Long Beach Tower, experimental sea right, 713 Delta Sierra, hold it short 26 right, left turn to the river.
713 Delta Sierra, Long Beach Tower, stand by, number 2. Air 3, Quebec Mike, turn base now.
Turning base now, tree Quebec Mike.
Air 344, you're following traffic, a sling in the right base, runway 26 right, clear to land, you're number 3.
Number 3, 26 right, clear to land, 344.
And actually, Air 344, disregard that, extend downwind.
Extend downwind, 244.
Number 5 Bravo Charlie, November 5 Bravo Charlie. You're following traffic on a base to final turn over the 605 sling. Runway 26 right, clear to land, number 3.
Clear to land, number 3. I have a visual on that aircraft, 45 Bravo Charlie.
Number 393, make a left 360 for spacing.
Left 360, 393.
Number 344, make a left 360 for spacing.
Left 360, 344.
Long Beach Tower is kind of just lifted Lakewood Station for the northwest.
Skynet Long Beach Tower, approved as requested, Long Beach altimeter 3001.
Scott, ready, thank you.
Jet 699, right turn heading 090, advise to get the airport inside.
Right turn 090 and field inside, exact Jet 699.
Jet 699, clear visual approach, runway 20 right.
Clear for the visual 20 right, exact Jet 699.
Jet 699, contact SoCal, construction, contact Runway Tower, Tower 26.8, have a good day.
Tower 26.8, expect Jet 699, good day.